Video is sponsored by ENEBA. If you're not familiar, it's a gaming marketplace with some of the hottest deals you'll find, including the game that we're going to be talking about today, which is Fellowship. Now, alongside being able to buy the game itself, you're also able to buy the supporter packs, the Wanderers, the Exiles, and the Guardian supporter pack all in one place. On ENEBA, you also have the ability to purchase different gift cards such as Steam, PSN, Xbox, and a wide array of different ones like Amazon, Spotify, etc. You can also buy different subscriptions like the Xbox Game Pass for a discounted price, and they're always adding new titles to the site to allow you to get some of the best prices that you'll ever find. Make sure to click my link in the description below, and then while using that link, you're also able to use the code US10Gamer to get a 10% discount. Special thanks again to ENEBA for sponsoring this video, and now back to it. What's going on, folks? Hope you're having a wonderful night or day. Welcome back to the party. Today I wanted to talk about Fellowship. We recently received some news that around December they were planning to end the first season. What this would have entailed is a reset of all our characters' progress, meaning like the league progression, the gear, the materials, the gems, the reward maps, and the armor trims. However, the few things that they won't wipe between seasons are mounts, skins, and other cosmetics regardless of how they were earned. Some players felt like this was a little too soon to be doing a seasonal wipe. We had only received the game, I think, about a month ago. I can't remember fully, to which we actually received some more news that they kept that in mind, that players don't have to worry about any reset happening until next year, and they'll have more information to us as soon as they consolidate their timeline. Now, one thing they wanted to restate is that as they move out of early access and into Fellowship's full release, the game is going to follow a seasonal reset model, introducing new dungeons, heroes, features, and heaps of things to change each season. It's best to think of this early access phase as a place for them to test their hypothesis in a more pre-season environment, where they can see what works best for the future of Fellowship. I'm really hoping that after the first reset that we see some more heroes with more diverse playstyles. I'm kind of hoping for a dual-bladed user, or like maybe a great axe warrior, maybe somebody that uses a sword, dual blading, or even one sword kind of thing. Not really sure where they could go with that, but I'm interested to see what they do. Right now I've been really wanting to play Tariq, but I haven't really meshed well with his playstyle. I've been more gravitating towards Alarian, but I would love to see another melee DPS added into the game than what we have already. Recently they made a couple of changes to the matchmaking system. They felt like the adept difficulty was too big of a push, or like a progressional wall for players in the current state, so they made the minimum item level to matchmake in adept to 80, the minimum to matchmake in champion to 130, which was 120 before. Also adept was 160 prior to this change, and paragon was increased to 190 from 180. I've definitely been feeling the change of the adept Q switch, and right now, like, what I noticed is, like, even at 130 eye level that I was at like recently, I noticed that sometimes when I got into parties, even at my current eye level, that the capstone dungeons for adept, which I was intending to spam for more purple gear, wasn't actually popping up. So I'm not sure if that might be just a bug, or if that's just because of the gear score increase. I'm assuming it's just because of the gear score increase, but hopefully the matchmaking changes for the best. I'm really excited to see the champion capstone dungeon followed by the paragon. They also made some changes to legendaries. Currently they weren't made to drop equally, which meant that some legendaries were more rare than others. The team of Fellowship is not currently looking to add any bad luck protection mechanic for certain legendaries, but it's not off the table to look at in the future. The main concern is that ensuring legendaries feel special to receive as a drop. They may consider adding a token that can be traded in for a legendary of your choice in the reward star map in the place of the random legendaries gained upon completion of the Paragon Capstone dungeon. And I think a token is a great idea. It's something that will not like completely eliminate the grind and make it super easy, but after a certain point you'll know beyond a shadow of a doubt that after you put enough time in, you're able to reap the rewards and get the legendary you want, as opposed to it being just luck based. They're also looking to add some more quality of life features across the board. In the stream, Hamish mentioned that they're looking to expand on action targeting options, which I love the idea of. There's currently an option for sticky targeting in the game, but they're looking for more feedback on that currently. Out of range indicators are also a possible future addition. A minimap that was actually featured in previous open betas is currently not in use. The minimap may make a return in the future, but there's no date for its planned return yet. Regarding in-game routing options and adding an in-game tool similar to the Mythic Dungeon tool add-ons for WoW, they wish to find a good balance between in-game discovery and these coordination tools. There's currently no public API for the character's gear and stats, but they are considering releasing a public AI. In-game guilds are confirmed to be coming to Fellowship. Custom chat channels are currently being looked at for potential implementation. It was mentioned that these community features may ease the pain of eternal matchmaking as it is currently. They also actually did confirm that 2 new healers are currently deep in testing, a healer and a tank. They wish to release these 2 sooner rather than later, future, but there's no current set date for release. The goal seems to be to release one of these heroes at mid-December's wipe, which was now pushed back to next year, and the devs at Chief Rebel are looking to release more heroes before their 1.0 release. So it'll probably be a while before we get the next DPS, unfortunately, but that's okay because I love Alarian. I'll probably get more into Ardeos and then probably circle back to Tariq a little bit too, but right now Alarian's definitely the one that I've been gravitating towards the most. There are currently no plans for creating any content for less than 4-player parties or for PvP. However, there are plans for a raid mode and for more than 4-player dungeons. Work is underway to add Fellowship to NVIDIA's cloud gaming service, GeForce Now. The publisher for Fellowship, Arc Games, met with NVIDIA last week regarding this, and an update will be coming soon. There's currently no plans to port the game to Linux or Mac OS due to limited dev resources. An in-game microtransaction store is planned, oh really, but the devs put it on the back burner as they wish to prioritize more critical game elements. The devs at Chief Rebel are focused on improving the game through bug fixes, quality of life updates, user experience optimization, and new content. Fixing whispers not working across different instances is also one of their top priorities. All Steam Deck and controller support is currently community driven, but the team hopes to add official support for it in the future. Fellowship's recent November 6th update brought huge balancing changes to some heroes, the adjustment to the matchmaking requirements like we talked about before, UI improvements, and bug fixes. And so far that's all the information we have on the seasonal wipe so far, but I'm looking forward to seeing what those new heroes might be and what the next DPS class might be. I would also love to see a warrior monk class as well if that ends up fitting too, but we'll have to see where they decide to go with it. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you have a wonderful night or day. Peace out, Girl Scouts.